Hi, this is Natalia Antonova. Okay. I'm Arutunyan. This is Natalia Antonova. We are the ladies in Putin's Russia, and this is the weekly rant. Natalia, this is the weekly rant.
I'm busy right now. I'm very busy.
Okay, this is the weekly rant, and today we're going to talk about 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey?
Alright, fine, whatever. Fine. Be that way. Fine. God, whatever.
What are you listening to anyway?
I'm listening to the Rants. They're my favorite new band. They're for the girls. They're for the girls.
No, they're not. They sing about like revolution and
that's the
stuff.
whole point. You have to talk to women about revolution if you want to impress them. That's just kind of how it is. You know,
so,
if a woman is smart, of course, and we only really care about smart women on this program. So
right. That's why we're going to talk about 50 Shades of Grey, because this is a program about smart women.
Yes.
What? So
50 Shades of Grey has come to Russia. For those of you who don't know, now it's an international, worldwide publishing phenomenon that started out as a Twilight fanfic. Correct me if I'm wrong. It started out as a Twilight fanfic, and then the author kind of built upon that and created her own story. And now, when you ride the subway here in Moscow, you're always confronted with these mysterious billboards for it. Like there's a gray tie, and the billboards are telling you that this book will really turn you on. Like that's the actual text that's the actual text of the billboard. I'm not making this up, but I'm quoting the text. So
the reason we wanted to bring this up is because when a book of that popularity comes to Russia, you tend to notice some major differences about how it's received, like in America and here in Russia. And what really struck me was that back when it came out in the States, like a few years ago, there's some reviews where a lot of notable feminists were like going, "Oh my God, what has happened to women? What has happened to feminism?"
Now, to give you some context, this book is about a BDSM-style love affair between this woman and a billionaire who was like, yeah. His name is Grey. It's called 50 Shades of Grey. It's very clever. That's
very
clever play on words. I'm quite impressed as a writer myself. Yes.
And it's just people were trying to deconstruct this thing at face value, and they were all shocked that in the 21st century women were into these kind of submissive relationships. So when this book came to Russia, I was really eager to see what its reception would be, and the reception was like the reviews I've read were like, "What is this?"
Really, that's what they were like.
Is this supposed to be taught? Is this supposed to be like? Is there a power play?
See, because Russian women actually know what real submission is.
Yes.
Actual force, not like forced submission, but. Well, they know what it's like to have to submit in order to survive.
I would go as far as to say that submission, not just women know about it. Submission doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. Submission
is about
a lot of other things.
It could be ideological,
and it's very much real, and it's just here, and people experience it, and not just through sex.
And they can be extremely philosophical about it as well. I mean, just because you've had to submit in one area of your life does not mean that you're some worthless and cowed human being. It just means that you have to make pacts with the devil or with someone else in order to get ahead.
Some people are strong, some people are weak, and you just work
I think
things out. And
the language of power in Russia is way more blunt than in many other countries. It's way more blunt than in the United States. So when a book like 50 Shades of Grey hits the market here, it's just sort of it cannot be taken seriously.
It's just hilarious. You saw a billboard.
I was just talking about the billboards where it said, "This will really turn you on," and it's no.
No, it's like it just doesn't. And I remember some of the reviews going on about how the women who live on Rublovka are really going to have a kick out of this book. I mean, I'm talking about the women
who married into money. Let's put it this way.
Who caught their oligarch and like.
Not every woman who lives on Rublovka married into money. Some of them have their own careers. Let's not be sexist here, Anna. Let us not be sexist.
We're going to upset a lot of people with this video.
That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. I have the Retuzes here.
I want to listen to the Retuzes.
We can go, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and end this segment.
I just want to listen to the Retuzes. Just let me hear some of that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Just give me some of that. Like, just let me hear some of that. Just could the letter to a woman? I want to hear a letter to a woman.
No, this is Shagane. All right, I think we're done here. I think we just turn the camera off. It's just.